Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel again. I finally got the rest of the parts for the Jeep. This is the new bumper here, and this is the basket. So we're gonna get around to throwing these on, but unfortunately to do that, I think I'm going to need to remove this cage again. At least this upper section, because the new bumper is also going to mount to the same location as this. So there's going to have to be some kind of compromise as to how this mounts as compared to how the bumper and the bumper structure is going to mount, because it's probably going to have another one of these things. So before I do that, I think I need to go ahead and finish trying to get some of this dirt out of here. At this point, God knows where this dirt came from. This could be Keweenaw dirt, this could be St. Helens dirt, this could be Grayling dirt. So I'm gonna get the hose, I'm gonna spray some of this out, and then we'll go from there. So let's go ahead and break out the new equipment. Obviously it's the same brand as the cage there. This is Barracade. This is the basket for the top of the roof rack, which comes unassembled, and clearly I've got to do a whole bunch of putting together before this is ready. And it's actually quite light. I mean, let's see if I can do this with one finger. Poke a hole in here. Yeah, that's half the rack being supported by my pinky finger, and it's not even that hard to hold with just that finger. So that's pretty good. I like how light that is. That's gonna make it nice. I was worried about having all that extra weight on the very top of the Jeep, and it looks like I don't have to worry about that. So let's move on. So here's the rear bumper. Go ahead and open this box up. Get it around the other cars. Oh, and it's stuck to the tape. All right, so here's the bumper. It's a Smittybilt SRC Carbine bumper with the integrated hitch. And speaking of the hitch, I didn't tell you guys about this, but when you go ahead and remove the rear bumper from your JK, on the Hard Rock edition specifically, these 4 bolts are all that hold your hitch onto the actual structure of the frame here. If you have the plastic bumper, you have like 2 bolts here in the middle that are underneath your bumper. So as opposed to on the Hard Rock bumper, where these bolts held the bumper on itself, the ones on the plastic bumper, they do not hold the bumper on, they just hold your tow hitch on. So basically all I had to do was just, you know, smack it with a sledgehammer. It came right off. I put it over here, give you a look at it. My collection of empty boxes that I've got going here in the garage. But this is the factory hitch. Like I said, I just gave it a nice smack with the little small sledgehammer, and it popped right off. So there we have it. Smittybilt SRC bumper attached. And I went ahead and threw the cage brackets, the Barracade roof rack cage brackets around it. They didn't really necessarily say how you can attach the cage to an aftermarket bumper. They just said that you can. So what I figured out I had to do was I had to put some spacers. I don't know if you could see them back in there. I had to put some spacers behind this bracket to account for the width of the bracket from the bumper, which only comes to about here. So to try and keep this nice and even, I went ahead and threw mixed up, you know, all the hardware that came with the Barracade cage, that came with the Smittybilt bumper, mixed them all up so that I had enough space on either side for this bracket. And we'll hope that lines up pretty good. I've got my nephew and some other people coming over, and we're gonna go ahead and change the hard top to the soft top. So I don't think I mentioned it. This is one of the things I did get for my Jeep here. I'm pretty sure these are from Rugged Ridge, these insulation panels. If you use them in the summer, they'll help prevent some of that heat from seeping through your hard top and your target tops. And in the winter, it'll help insulate, keep the heat inside the vehicle. And in addition to that, if you got like the nice stereo in here, you generally notice that it's kind of echoey. This actually cuts down on that echo and makes your stereo nice and makes your stereo sound good. The only problem is, like, you know, every time I go to peel these things off, I end up trying to take the Velcro off with it. But when I put this away for storage for the summer, I don't necessarily want these on here. I mean, the target top's not such a big deal, but on that, this thing's gonna be laying in my backyard, so I don't necessarily want fabric just exposed to the elements. So I'm gonna go ahead and peel these panels off first. So there we have it. The Jeep is officially swapped to the soft top. It's a Bestop aftermarket soft top. In case any of you are ever considering an aftermarket soft top, let me tell you, the Bestop, this one's 3 years old and it's still not stretched out enough that I can just zip it all the way when it's cold out. I might be able to zip this the rest of the way down once it's hot out, but honestly, it don't fit for crap. That's the main problem here. They are, you know, however, the manufacturer of the factory soft tops, which are the best ones that fit, so
How they can manage to get that right and still screw this up is beyond me. But anyway, we've also got the cage back on, Barracade roof rack, and now we also have the Barracade roof basket to go with it. So I was worried a bit about the weight of this thing, but this is in fact so light that I could carry it with one hand. So the cage itself is steel. This is actually aluminum, or maybe even magnesium. It's so light. So moving on, we got the Smittybilt Carbine rear bumper, the Carbine SRC, that's what they say. The way they cut the S in there looks all sketchy, but that's obviously intentional. I finished it off with some Smittybilt D-ring shackles to tow with. So far I have not yet figured out how to mount my trailer tow hitch plug, so they didn't really leave me an option for that, so I'm gonna have to do something with that. But since it's getting so late, we're gonna go ahead and do the final touch for this vehicle today, and that is to make it legal. So as you can see, I've got, in Michigan, you have to have the ORV sticker to designate your vehicle as an off-road vehicle. And then if you want to use the off-road trail system, you also need the ORV trail sticker. So ORV trail. Here we did it again in 2019, ORV trail. And here we are in 2020 with my brand new sticker. So I'm gonna go ahead and put them here. And so there you have it. I am now legal to go off-roading on Michigan's trails in 2020. For the third year that I've owned this vehicle, it's gonna be the third year that it's been on our Michigan trails. And I mean, you can get away, I mean, there's hardly anybody that checks. You can probably get away with not going with your sticker, but it don't cost that much. Get your sticker, be legal. All the proceeds are gonna go to the Michigan DNR to help keep our trails going, and you know, to keep the whole lifestyle alive. Like we've got it here in Michigan, like they've got it nowhere else, and I like to keep it that way. But that's pretty much going to do it for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you got some, you know, some good ideas for your own Jeeps. Let me know if you got one, what you got going on, and like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.